Imagine that you're walking through the halls and you feel you're really depressed and everything. People are talking about you behind your back is turned, you hear the whispers and everything like that. You know that they're talking about you can hear the name. My quote is, who are you to judge the life I live? I know I'm not perfect, I don't live to be, but before you start pointing fingers, make sure your hands are clean. It was a quote by Bob Marley, and I chose this quote because I feel that at certain times in our lives, we make fun of people. Nobody in here can tell me that they haven't bullied somebody or you've been bullied yourself and everything else like that. And another point that I would like to make is that a hypocrite also. I am standing before all of you as a hypocrite. So I'd like to say first off, I apologize for the way I've been acting in the class and everything. That's actually a really good example is how I got frustrated because it seemed like at the point nobody seemed to have their speeches done and everything else like that. But you guys did have your speeches done. You guys were awesome at it. Whereas me, not so much. I had more problems getting it together. I didn't have it done and everything. And that time in the classroom where I slammed the door, Mr. Upmine told me that a lot of you guys, asked, why doesn't she back off? Why doesn't she, leave us alone and stuff? So I want to apologize for that on my part, for my behavior. Because I accused you guys of not having, stuff done and everything else like that, but you guys did have it done, whereas I didn't. Another thing that makes me think of this quote is that I've been bullied before. Hard to believe, I know. There's been times where in middle school, people would come up to me, call me a hussy and stuff along those lines, and it would continue until my junior year, where it just kind of faded out, and I didn't really acknowledge it. I didn't want to acknowledge it, but at the time, it really freaking hurt. I was admitted to the hospital twice in middle school for my problems, and because of the stuff that kids said to me, the things that they did to me, it just wasn't a good time and everything, and I just want to let you guys know that should you go up to somebody and, say, oh, well, I think you're tacky for wearing pajama pants, I think you're tacky for wearing a big sweatshirt that's 2 times your size, or whatever reason, just remember that those kids have their own problems. They go home to, let's see, maybe a dad that beats them, maybe the mom, or maybe they just don't get as much support at home as they would here. So I just want you to keep in mind that next time you go to make fun of somebody or something, just remember that they have their own problems, and I don't think you want to be the one to put that person down so much to the point where they feel like they should go home and kill themselves over that. So the point that I'm trying to make that we can all relate to is that everyone here has probably been bullied, or you've been the bullier because you've been bullied, and you feel that if you bully somebody back, you prove that the bullying that was done to you didn't bother you. But in reality, it bothers each and every one of us. I want you guys to know that. And